President Trump this evening condemning the terror attack, offering to do whatever is necessary to help. While here at home, there is new fallout after Charlottesville from members of his own party. One of them saying he has not demonstrated stability or competence, calling for, quote, radical changes at the White House. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega tonight.
President Trump under mounting fire for his leadership in the wake of Charlottesville, waiting 48 hours to condemn the white supremacist groups by name and then defending some of the people who marched with torches.
You had some very bad people in that group, but you also had people that were very fine people on both sides.
Today, he did not back down, taking to Twitter to mourn the loss of Confederate statues. Sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart with the removal of our beautiful statues and monuments. You can't change history, but you can learn from it. So foolish.
So, this week it's Robert E. Lee. I noticed that Stonewall Jackson's coming down. I wonder, is it George Washington next week? And is it Thomas Jefferson the week after? You know, you really do have to ask yourself, where does it stop?
It's not the first time President Trump has shown affection for Confederate generals. In 2013, he lavished praise on Robert E. Lee.
You know, in the old days, we had generals like Patton and Robert E. Lee, and we had some great ones, General Douglas MacArthur and Grant. They must be just spinning in their graves when they see what happened.
But around the country, scenes like this, Confederate monuments coming down. In Durham, North Carolina, protesters tore down one statue. In the dead of night in Baltimore, construction crews hauled away 4 others. And now in Washington, a debate raging over the future of 12 statues of Confederate leaders like Jefferson Davis on prominent display inside the U.S. Capitol. This, as the president's words, alarm many top Republicans. Sources close to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell describe him as very concerned and very upset. McConnell's office denies that, but in Tennessee, Republican Bob Corker delivered a stinging rebuke to the president.
He also recently has not demonstrated that he understands the character of this nation.
Corker calling for radical change in the Trump White House, saying without it, the nation will go through great peril, telling the president to stop focusing on himself and think about the American people.
I think our president needs to take stock of the role that he plays in our nation and move beyond himself, move way beyond himself.
And today, the Senate's only African-American Republican, Tim Scott, echoing that call.
What we want to see from our president is clarity and moral authority, and that moral authority is compromised when Tuesday happens. There's no question about that.
And Cecilia Vega with us live tonight from Bridgewater, New Jersey. And Cecilia, after a growing number of CEOs bailed on the president, pointing to his leadership on Charlottesville, 2 of the president's business councils then disbanded. Tonight, you've learned of yet another council shut down.
David, this is the President's Advisory Council on Infrastructure. The White House saying today it will not move forward. And frankly, this is a group that hadn't even really gotten off the ground. You mentioned it. This comes after the leaders from those other big companies like Under Armour and Campbell's, walked away from those other panels. David, a potentially another big blow to the president's agenda here. All
right, Cecilia Vega with us again tonight. Cecilia, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.